Good evening and welcome to Cardiff City TV for tonight's fixture here in Leckwith between Cardiff City under-21s and Stockport County under-21s, of course. We're here tonight in the Premier League Cup. Luckily the weather has cleared after a bombardment of rain throughout the day here in otherwise sunny South Wales. My name is Tom Hopkins. I'll be joined this evening by Sean Misra. Sean, how are you looking forward to this one? It's a, weekend fixture ahead of another busy week for the Academy.
Yeah, very busy week across all age groups for the Academy as ever. A different kind of test against Stockport, a team that this group of players don't normally face at this level, so we'll be interested to see how they match up. Just
quickly going through the starting 11 now for Cardiff City is Jake Dennis, Noah Williams, Louis Giles, Matty Apter, Jack Kingdon captaining tonight, Gabriel Keita, Tanatswa Niakua, Cody Toos, Luke Pearce, Troy Perrott, and rounding off with Trey George. Subs bench is Ewan Griffiths in goal, Jack Thomas, Manny Barton, Jake Davis and Dan Ola. And for the visitors tonight, starting 11 followed by subs, we've got Matt Metcalf, Jake Lewis, Joe Hillary, Nathaniel Mapengu, Desire O'Callaghan, Reece Watson, Saul Gardner, Jacob Maher, Bruno Sina, Joe Assels, Ashton Mee, and then on the bench we have Nathan Hughes, John Lawless Williams, Stephen Maylett, Samuel Lennon and Jacob Ray.
Yeah, you look at our City team, a lot of players involved in that fixture in midweek, and while the result is not what they wanted, it would be another great experience for them. Really interested to see what they've learned from their first team experiences heading into this game.
No, exactly that. A number of familiar names, I'm sure, from Tuesday night. If you're watching tonight and were there on Tuesday, of course, further names as well when you consider that early round against Arsenal under-21s as well. Likes, of course, of Matthew Apter, who didn't play during this week, but did really well against Arsenal 21s. But now we're underway. Visitors kicking off. Going long, Keita just gets a hit on it and goes back to for a throw in there. No idea about the audio interference if you're having it. Perrott looks to bring that one down, does so nicely. And the ball is spread across towards his near side, and that's when Niakua. No Williams in support. Picks up and gets it, but it is out for a throw-in to the visitors. Thrown again now for Stockport County. Free kick for the visitors. Reece Watson gets his first touch, plays it towards the halfway line, but needs to be cut out well enough by Matthew Apter, and City do get the throw in from it. And Noah Williams taking his time here to pick out a man. Throw in goes the other way.
Good to see Noah Williams make his debut for the senior team in midweek. A crucial cog even in the under-18s team. A couple of games for the 21s, and so it's great to see him progress through those age group teams and to the senior team.
No, certainly was a good night for him. His family, I'm sure. Continue now, just lots of action on, well, near that halfway line and on this near side particularly. Williams again though with the throw-in. Goes longer this time towards the box, but it's headed away. Parrott looks to battle for it. Pearce makes a tackle, but it seems to be a foul. Lively as ever. Luke Pearce, that is. And just recycled around the back following that free kick. Keeper Max Metcalf sends it long. Nyakua now on this near side battling. Good pressure from the Bluebirds. Nyakua keeping it up. Get a touch there and it's a throw in for Stockport County. Deep in their own half. There we go long. Free kick given for City. Ball is rolling though, so they're going to have to retake it, I think. Williams goes back to back to Cater, who goes to Kingdon. Down that far side. Long ball attempt. City again pressing now. Forcing that ball back to the keeper. Metcalf has been already relied upon a fair bit by his defenders so far. Look for that escape option, but the City press is there, and now City have the throw in. Good pressure so far, right, Sean?
Absolutely, it's something we've become so accustomed to with the U21 team to press. Sometimes they like to press a little bit later in the first half. We're seeing it from the off. They want to press, they want to put Stockport under pressure, and with a wet surface like it is, it might work into their advantage.
Certainly, you'd imagine, perhaps with these conditions from all the rain throughout the day, a bit of unpredictability perhaps.
Yeah, it's been a typically Welsh day, we'll say, but we've seen a couple of early on players sliding about, trying to make those sliding tackles, so be interested to see how this game wears on.
Now Jake Dennis just taking his time before going towards Louis Giles. That was on this near side. It's Williams and Cater again. Kingdon. Cater and Kingdon, of course, having a really good partnership so far whenever we've seen them play.
Yeah, the basis to any good team, you want to have a really solid defensive partnership, and these two have developed a really good understanding throughout this early part of the season. As we approach midway point, you can only imagine that they'll improve game on game now towards the latter end of the season.
Exactly that, and Kingdon, of course, also utilised as a right back previously as well, with Elias de Bono being the other centre back in his place.
Also experienced captaining that senior side as well against Arsenal under 21, so been a really good season for Kingdon so far.
Great turn there by Parrott, of course. Picking up now with Nyakua towards the edge of the box. He's breaking towards the area. Two green shirts around him, but not enough deemed to be a foul. Now Stockport County have the ball again. Saul Gardner did well there, just making the turn and looking up the pitch and trying to get that pass off, but City quickly get the ball back. Now Giles, of course, who scored a goal against AFC Wimbledon for the first team. You'd expect him to be lively tonight as well. And then goes over the top there. Bit of a skirmish inside the area. City recover now, however. Wary of the counter-attack. It's a good challenge there. Really held up well, didn't he, Kingdon?
Absolutely, really strong tackle. But that was really good play, you know, the ball over the top, and then to see Troy Parrott floating into that gap to get in between the two centre-backs. Really good signs early on, and the question will be, can Stockport plug that gap as this half and this game wears on?
Now on the halfway line on that far side, throw-ins coming in from the visitors. Into the City half they come, but Kate is comfortable enough there, just going back to Jake Dennis. Now Dennis to Kingdon. Kingdon on the left of these centre-backs, and who's dropped in? It's Matty Apter, just to help his teammates out a little to relieve that pressure. Kingdon again. Opened up the space there really nicely from Apter dropping in, and Perrett's there in the gap. Not quite coming off as he'd like, however, but just losing out on the throw in there. It's working the space as well, though, aren't they? City in possession here, trying to build from the back.
Yeah, it's what you want to try and find out early on where the opposition weaknesses lie. Where do you think you can find success? And so far, in these opening 8-9 minutes, there's been a lot of City success finding those gaps, finding those players in space. So no, I think Dan Plus will be quite pleased with how this very, very early stage of the game has developed.
It's a good ball forward there by Apter just to release Pearce. Overhit slightly perhaps, but great intention there to find the front man. On the near side, Winchurch is looking to build, but two's involved again, trying to make that challenge. Now Giles has to hold up his man as they get into the area. Shot comes in, but it's rising high and out for a goal kick. That's the biggest chance we've seen so far, and City just need to be cautious there of that direct play, don't they?
Yes, Jake Lewis has been Louis Giles maybe just a bit inside too much, and then just that yard of pace from Lewis over the bar, but it's quite close, and that's just a little reminder for City that for all their good pressing, all their good attack, you've got to be a little switched on.
Well done there by Perrett, just getting the ball quickly, turning and looking to release. City can play direct as well when they want to, and showing that intent here. Just won the free kick near the halfway line. Back it goes from twos. Kingdon up to George, who's dropped in a little. Kingdon again now, just taking a look. Got Apter with him, goes to Apter. Just in their own half now, the Bluebirds. And George goes out wide. Good link up as they get into the area. George lets the shot go. Runs along the floor and is held in the end, but City again just showing that early threat.
Yeah, we know that they like to exploit those wide areas, and with players like Tatsman Yakua, Trey George in the front line on either side of Luke Pearce, we can probably see a good amount of City success.
On the replay here, just quick and sharp passing, isn't it? Right idea to shoot as well, I think, given the space he's been afforded.
Definitely, it's really good interplay, nice clean passing, pass move, and eventually open that back gap for George, and well within his right to have a shot there.
Now, great turn there from George, who really does put the burners on initially. So just looking to break into the area again, but final pass just not been there. It's out for a goal kick. Now Reece Watson. And this goal kick. Passes to Max Metcalf, who launches it towards the halfway line, and it's out for a City throw-in. Quickly taken. Now Kingdon again with the ball at his feet, right at the back. Got options around him. It's like whenever one of the centre-backs pick up the ball, then it looks like a forward player is looking to make a run to break the offside trap.
can certainly tell what Darren Pearce wants this team to do, and they're very close to implementing it. Well, we've seen a couple of times, balls over the top, nice clean play on the wing. Just as we've said, it's just that final ball, that final decision, just lacking at the moment. But we've seen the City team come into their own as halves progress, and this could be an opportunity here.
Luke Pearce did well there, just winning the ball. It's a good cross. A handball, unfortunately, by Troy George, I think. Could have been an offside as well, mind, but
yeah, looked a little. See on the replay here. I think probably comes off his shoulder just about, but yeah, the assistant's got his offside flag up, so not a talking point in the end, hopefully.
yeah, exactly that. Just again enterprising from the young Bluebirds, I think. With a free kick for Stockport County, and it's out right away for a throw-in. Noah Williams now, just checking his options. Goes long down the line. Luke Pearce in a bit of a foot race, battling well here. Got the ball at his feet and ran it out for a throw-in again for City. Noah Williams picked it up now. Once again. Back to Cater. Kingdon. Ball's on the other side with Giles. Centre backs have reset, so Cater's got it again now. How City get into the other half? Nico had his shirt pulled a little there, but ball is slightly overhit.
Yeah, the ball really skidding across this surface. So if you play just an inch or two out, it will just bounce and bounce all the way. So got to be aware of that, and that goes for both teams, of course. But yeah, when City knock the ball about, you need to see how quickly the ball moves. So hopefully that keeps going throughout this game.
Kingdon there, brilliantly just watching it come down on the header. Now Williams to Cater. Cater back to Kingdon. Apter just in front in that little pocket. Gives it out to Williams. Williams back to Apter. Apter's found a bit of space there on that far side. He's overhit it, unfortunately. Little Giles is waiting for it, but out for a throw-in. Throw-in is now taken. Stockport County have the ball, and Joe Hillary plays it forwards towards Joe Assels. He's cut in, has a shot, and it's in. Really good finish there. But it's so direct, isn't it? I think there's 2 passes or something between the throw-in and that goal.
We saw with that opportunity that Stockport had, they are quite happy to go direct and happy to run at the City defence, and this was another example of it. Astles is given a lot of space. You look here, one pass through and Astles is away. Running, no one really closing him down. Perhaps comes a little late, but take nothing away from the finish. That is a fine strike into the top corner.
Yeah, he's just afforded that space just inside the area, isn't he? He's got the yard and the time. So City restart now, 1-0 down. Dennis goes long, looking for Nyakua. Troy Parrott's down, puts his hands to his head, hopefully everything alright, but the referee stops play.
yeah, I don't want to take any risks, especially with anything involving the head. So hopefully nothing doing, and hopefully we can continue on in this game. Yeah, it looks from the replay just a little clash of heads more than anything else, we hope anyway. Still down receiving treatment. Stockport players go to the sidelines as well as the City players to receive some instructions from both managers. Is the goal again, and yeah, Apter gets back, but able to shift onto that strong foot and finds the top corner. Fortunately, not much Jake Dennis can do about that.
No, I don't think so. The placement on that shot is just perfect.
Good to see Troy Pout back on his feet, back on the sideline now. Should be okay to continue.
It looks like he's ready to come on. Yeah, I think it's a drop ball by the looks of it. So he started near the halfway line. Giles looking to just start something on the far side. Cross comes in towards the back post. Pearce looked a little like he was being held, to be honest, but the ball was sailing way over his head anyway.
Yeah, I don't think Pearce would have gotten there, but again, those defenders, I've seen a couple of times Stockport defenders maybe taking a risk or two with pulling the shirt, so Cardiff can maybe use that for their advantage. The referee sees it as well. Stockport have to be a little careful with that, I'd say.
Of course, yes, that's a little naive potentially, but risk and reward, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Now here's another link up. Jake Dennis comes off his line to get that ball though. Potentially dangerous there as well for the Bluebirds, with Bruno Sinner and Joe Astles linking up again.
Brave goalkeeping by Dennis just to rush out straight off his line there. But again, it's just those little link-up play on the wing, back outside. Stockport finding some nice bits of football down there.
Pearce did well there, just winning that free kick. City get to go again, beginning with Kingdom building from the back here. Oh, George has the ball at his feet. Throwing goes the other way, however. Well done there by Apter, just for that flicked header. That's when Yakua into the central role now. Briefly anyway. Good idea from Huey Giles with that pass, but cut out in the end. Cater gets to go again near the halfway line. Comes near towards Noah Williams, has options, goes for Apter. Unfortunately, he's gone for that pass on the outside of his foot, and it's not quite connected as he'd like, not into the path of Trey George. Now the visitors get to burst forward, but it's quickly won back actually. So we go again now with Perrott down the middle. Williams supporting, he's got the ball now on this near side. Apter again, always involved, always lending that option. Cater wins the header. Apter's got it in midfield. Safety with the skipper, Jack Kingdon, however. Niaku has made a really good run here. Kingdon's looking for it. Bit unlucky there to Natswa. Now the long ball comes past Dennis, who lets it run out for a goal kick.
Tell you what, earlier on in this whole move, Williams was in a really good, promising position out on this wing. And there were about 3 or 4 City players calling for the ball to come in, just couldn't get in there quick enough for Williams, maybe couldn't open up that gap. So maybe that needs something that needs addressing. We can get that ball in quicker, like here maybe.
Offside again, unfortunately. I would bet it's a fairly narrow call from where we're stood anyway. Oh, perhaps not.
I wish it was.
Wish it was. Wish I had something to complain about.
But again, it's just those quick passing, that really quick movement. I think the Stockport defence maybe a little slow on the turn, and with the likes of Pearce, George, Parrott, Nyakua in that front line, just a bit of pace, just a bit of quick movement, quick passing, could see some success.
Exactly that, and I think it's illustrated then, didn't it? Although we had the pace, they were well marshalled defensively to keep that line straight. Free kick given there, it's got to be frustrating. This is back in their own half. The far side now. Giles got a bit of a handful here. He's just hold up his man. Cross comes into the area, it's along the floor and cleared out by Kingdon. Good job from the captain. Williams now wins that ball nicely. Now it goes back to Keita. Gabriel to Jake Dennis. Jack Kingdon has it once more. It's a good ball forward. It's a good idea as well to kind of do the dummy run. On the near side is Joe Hillary. Crosses left footed. It's an outswinger. Header's laid off, but not gone where he liked. Good challenge there by Troy Parrott inside the area as well. Really crucial that he timed that one well. Throw in now for Cardiff City. Won by Trey George.
So as I said, we've had a couple of good ideas early on in this first half, but again, we've said it time and time again, it's just that little bit of composure, a little bit of decision making in that final third, because we know the players we've got that have the ability to really punish Stockport when it comes down to it. Let's just make sure we can just find them just in that right time.
Exactly right, it's just fine margins, isn't it? As ever. Now Dennis to Keita. Twos are dropped in for that. Trey George has really been quite tricky so far, hasn't he? He's always trying something to try and fool his man.
Absolutely, he's a player who relishes an opportunity to like that.
And Nyakua driving deep into the opposition area, gets into the area itself now, cuts it across. That's a shot goal, and what a good goal that is by Cody Twos. Spins onto the left foot and just plants a shot beautifully in that bottom right corner. Great work by Tanaswa Nyakua there, of course, in the build-up, just took the ball on himself.
Well, this is what Stockport have done to us at times in this first half, just run. And this is what Tanaswa Nyakua does. Runs, really good tricky, really good close control, pulls it back. Thought the chance may have gone, but on the turn, Cody Twos fires it, and it goes in.
It's an awkward bounce as well, the way he struck it. It's not gone along the floor, and Metcalf really has to try and calculate where it's going to go, and luckily it's in. It's a great goal, and City now level once again. Bruce Watson just mishitting that pass, obviously meant to go across the field of play, but sent out for a throw-in with nobody to receive it. City with the throw-in now. Bit of space there. Apter with the ball at his feet. Comes towards its near side, Noah Williams. Well, cut out. He's looking for Tanatswis. Good idea from Noah. It's a great throw in as well. Sees the option. Good cross from Perrott. Good idea, but it's cut out well. Headers galore now. Cater brings it down nicely though. Now Perrott has got the ball, trying to bring it under control, but he's tackled before he's able to. Free kick now for the visitors. Bit of a let off for them, I think.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. When you score and you are on top, you want to try and capitalise, take advantage. And we've seen there a real willingness to get forward, to try and get the ball in the box. And it's really good that we found the equaliser 10 minutes after Stockport conceded. We haven't left it too long. And now there's a real desire to try and settle and get that second and that third now.
Threatened here, of course, from the visitors. Cross comes into the area. Goal, unfortunately, there. Just miscued, I think. Looks from here like it was a tough call over whether it did go over the line or not. Gabriel Cater seemed to I think that will go down as a Kingdon own goal in the end.
Yes, it's just that flick has taken it away from Jake Dennis, and obviously we can't tell from the angle we have up here whether that's crossed the line or not, but unfortunately doesn't seem to be much complaining in that City defence either. It's just one of those, just a bit of miscommunication between the goalkeeper and the centre back, but that'll be a really frustrating one to concede.
Yeah, certainly, right after you've levelled the score as well. Getting a bit of momentum going forwards and conceding another right away. Now back to Dennis. Yakua just battling now for the ball. Plenty of green shirts around him though, he's dispossessed. Metcalf has played the ball and he clears it long. Kingdon just wins the header and it's out for a throw in for the visitors once again. Back the visitors go. City look to press, but that ball is played along pretty quickly. Kingdon does well though, just winning the ball and laid it off nicely to Apter. He's comfortable to just hold it up himself. Perrott's in that bit of space and he finds Williams on this near side now. Niku in support, but he goes to Perrott instead. It's cut out a little quick. Williams still fighting for it, however. It's going to run out for a corner kick, surely, yes.
Williams is so busy in this opening half hour. I tell you what, Kingdon did really well there because he had two Stockport players who were ready to link up, but the way he shielded the ball and managed to pass it forward was real good work from him. Good work from Noah Williams, and another opportunity to hopefully get back level. Now,
Lever Jones to take this one. Famously left-footed if you saw him play on Tuesday. Imagine this will be a big in-swinger. He's overhit it, but penalty given. We did warn about those little pulls on the shirt, didn't we? And it seems like somebody's gone too far in the area. See what the replay picks up. Gabriel Cater brought down right in front of the referee. Perrott seems to have claimed this one for himself. Penalty kick. One more look at that, Sean.
I mean, it's taken us all by surprise, but it's clearly been wrestled down. you'd say. And a great chance to instantly draw level for the second time in the evening.
I think we've been watching too much League One football this season. We're not really used to those calls going our way. Now Parrott, let's take this one. Beautifully struck. City once again level. It's 2-2 now, and just terrific placement and power on that one, right?
That's just a superb penalty. That is textbook. That's exactly how you want to convert a penalty. Curves out and powerful, pinpoint, excellent from Troy Parrott.
I saw him pick up the ball right away. He's always going to take that. And he's shown why. Pierce is starting the press there as Stockport County restart. Gabriel Cater has to watch this one. Sends it out with a header for a throw-in. Taken by Joe Hillary quite quickly. The captain Bruno Sena seems to want to just flick it into the area, but no one there to receive other than Jake Dennis. Comfortable enough to collect that one. Jack Kingdon now. Once again, just that starting point for the Bluebirds, and what a ball that is. Straight down the line, then inside the area. Parrott again now here. Right footed, it's blocked really well. Bit of an ambitious one there in response from Cody Twos, but what a ball that was.
Fantastic, fantastic. We said it earlier, that ball over the top has been successful. Look at that. Trey George onto it, you've got Pierce near Coa, Parrott's going to arrive late. Body's just trying to get into the box and he just can't quite get it under his control. Blocked. And then a bit of a wild effort in the end from Cody Twos. But brilliant work from City.
Really interesting interplay there. City just looking to get the ball forwards by any means necessary, really. Some good stuff. Well committed though, near the halfway line. Stockport County play it back.
You can tell there's a bit of panic when City find those gaps, and there is a bit of speed that Stockport are afraid of it because what the defenders not like speed, but that's one way to deal with it as a defender is to make a tackle like that. I thought maybe the referee would attempt to go to his pocket, but Gabriel Cater escapes there. Just a little word.
I think he may have avoided contact there, to be honest. Lucky with the man as well as the ball, perhaps, but thrown again, taken quickly here. Kingdon's there, wins that easily enough, but Stockport County do now have the ball as they rush down this far side. Giles looks to have won it, but quickly dispossessed again. The cross comes in. Dennis there for this one, though. Perhaps it took a little nick as it was coming up as well. Nonetheless, he's got the options now. That's the ball go towards Kingdon.
Stockport are finding a lot of success on that counter, especially at the full-backs really getting up high, the likes of Lewis and Hillary. They're able to link up with the wingers, so I think that might be an area Darren Pearce might want to address at half-time.
Parrott in a bit of a battle himself at the moment. Manages to dispossess him. Now into the area of the Bluebirds, but great recovery tackle as well. Past the halfway line. Gabriel Cater going towards Noel Williams. Got a bit of space on this near side. Gets into the Stockport County half. Goes back to Cater once again. Now Kingdon. Twos are dropped in, just offering the option. George is dropped in now, a little uncharacteristically from Trey, but City just showing that versatility, the positional awareness of the side.
And I think you see that with Matt after taking up that deeper role. Normally we've seen Cody Twos take up that position in the league. So, but good to see Apter in there, slotting in as that third centre-back at times as well.
See, I think that interplay into the midfield, they are kind of running into brick walls a little, aren't they? Stockport County are really compacting that area, almost expecting the short passes. But City have found quite a bit of luck with the over-the-tops, haven't they? And just some more incisive passing. And
that's what you want. You want your team to be able to adapt to it, recognise the problem areas, but find ways to get around them.
Well, there's a let-off. It's a good cross going in. The captain is Bruno Sinner, who's got just over it, isn't he? He's not made the right connection.
He's got his run really well, just lurks in behind Giles there, gets his head to it, but just the jump comes off the wrong part of his head. But yeah, I think City will be quite relieved to see that go wide.
And Dennis towards Keita. Keita on this near side. What a ball that is, down through a cluster of bodies, and Matty Apter just has a bit of a punt, I think.
I don't know if he wants to go into the tackle, have a shot or a pass, a bit of everything there resulted in that, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, Metcalf now just picks up the ball, puts it down again, goes long down the middle towards Keita, who does enough to get that ball to safety with Louis Giles. Fortunately, the pass is just a little off. Metcalf again, reaches the halfway line and past it. Kingdon cool with his feet as ever. And City are back at square one.
No press from Stockport at all, I think choosing to retain shape. But again, look at this, long ball over the top.
Free kick given against Luke Pearce there.
The referee indicating it's for a shirt pull, but I've seen Stockport do that a couple of times in this game, leading up to the penalty as well, but gotten away with it a couple of times. Luke Pearce not so lucky on this occasion.
He's got a real presence, that Stockport County number 5 there, Desire and Colligan. Been battling with Pearce all night, more or less, isn't he?
Yeah, matching really well up with him. Has been happy to sweep in and clear balls as well. So, really good performance from the Stockport centre half so far. It's not an opportunity here, ball through. Good clearance from Gabriel Keita.
Easy enough for him, isn't it? He's in the right place at the right time for it. Nico has got a good amount of space here on that near side. It's gone now, but Hyundai did seem to be willing to run for that one, as he has all night, really.
He was primed and ready to try and get on the end of that and cause more problems in that Stockport defence. Again, just got to find more of these runners. We've seen it with the long ball, we're able to find them, just maybe those quick balls. Maybe Troy Parrott can get in here.
So close there, wasn't it? And that's actually, well, an offside call right near the halfway line. Really good press from Luke Pearce, I believe, once again.
Absolutely. And we've said it about Luke Pearce before this season, that being a striker, you may be judged on the goals you score and the chances you create, but the work he does off the ball, especially to float into channels and to trigger that press, it's a lot of work he does, but he's such a vital part of this system.
You get the feeling as Parrott squares it now. Oh, he almost teed him up perfectly to score a goal there for Luke. Gets the shot away quite nicely really there, under a good amount of pressure, has to turn onto it.
Yeah, a bit of overplaying there.
Tanaswa did a great job playing in Perrott. Yeah, he has to swivel as he shoots there. Metcalf made a good enough job of just keeping that one safe, however. We now have a corner kick the other way. A couple of minutes left of this opening half. City really do need to maintain that composure, don't they? Just make sure they're going in level.
Yeah, no more errors. Just see out the half. Head back in. Get some instructions on what to do in the second half, because this is still a very, very winnable game.
Short corner, and then crossed in. George is sending that long now, and he's in a bit of a foot race. Luckily Jake Lewis is there just to send it back to Metcalf once again, but George hasn't stopped running. He may never stop running. Now the counter. Joe Hillary looks to cross, but it's well cut out in the end. Out for a corner kick. No, Williams did a good job there, didn't he? Just recovering in time.
Yeah, that was a really scary long ball. Just from a City perspective. Hillary's been quite keen to pick up the ball himself and drive, but this time he found himself high up the pitch, and thought him and Assel's almost similar to what that first goal was. It's cut inside, but really good play from Noah Williams there.
Now a repeat of the prior corner kick, this time with similar results. No goal for Stockport County as a foul is committed in the area by the looks of it. Jake Dennis takes it quickly, and Tanaswa Nyaku is running onto it. He's got his eyes on the ball there. It's brought down quite nicely, however. He's still battling. The ball is in play, and Nyaku has got it. Getting into the area now on that right side. Looking for options. He's going to cross. Tries it, and it's out for a corner kick. Good job there by Tanaswa. Didn't give up, did he?
And he called for that so early on. As soon as Jake Dennis got the ball, he was off, calling for it. Timed his run well, going past the halfway line, and gets a corner. And we saw what happened from the last corner.
Now 3 minutes added on, with Louis Giles again looking to deliver an in-swinger off his left foot from this near side with a corner kick. Here it comes. Goes outside the area. Oh, and what a goal that is. That's seriously impressive from Cody Twos. I always wonder when you go for a set piece like that, that kind of delivery rather than just a traditional cross. He's found Twos in absolutely acres of space there, nobody around him for about 10 yards. Twos perhaps with his first touch he wouldn't be too happy with it. The second one sets up the shot. And what a finish that is.
Here we are all expecting ball to go into the box after what happened last time, but instead, brilliant. No one around Cody Twos. Stockport would be very annoyed to let him just wander free, but even with that first touch, again, finding the bottom corner, and 2 goals from outside the box for Cody Twos already this game.
Now City do lead for the first time in the match. In injury time at the end of the first half. So they can just see this one out to the break and be able to reflect on what has been a really fun to watch 45 minutes of football here in Leckwith.
Absolutely. Been quite end-to-end. Chances at both teams, and just the 5 goals in that first half as well. And looks like, I don't want to speak too early, but it looks like City are going to have the lead going into half-time as well.
I certainly hope so.
Danny slips and takes the goal kick, but cleaned up in the midfield. Out to Williams. Near Kua again, who's been a real lifeline. Trying to find space inside.
just recovering well there by Matt Raptor. Kingdon again, the safety option. Back into the area for the Bluebirds, and unfortunately just a foul committed on Desiree Colligan. Free kicks taken by Metcalf, and the half is over. Plenty to discuss, I think, in the dressing room at half time. I imagine City will, of course, be pleased to be ahead at the break, but mood perhaps for some slight tweaking, perhaps.
Yes, but I think there'll be parts of that game that Darren Purcell would have really enjoyed, parts of it that need a bit of tidying up, but can't be unhappy with the lead at half time, I don't think, ever.
We'll leave you there for the half-time break. Please join us in around 10-15 minutes time for the second half. Welcome back for the second half of this PL Cup fixture between Cardiff City under-21s and Stockport County under-21s. Score at half-time, 3-2, Cardiff City in the lead. Now we're just ready for the restart here. Troy Parrott stood over the ball. 5 goals in the first half. City coming out on top just at the end, thanks to a terrific goal from Cody Twos. Let's see where this goes. To Dennis. After over to the far side, Williams. Gabriel Cater really solid throughout the first half, finding the skipper, Jack Kingdon. Kingdon takes a touch and sends it long. Nyakua running onto it. Max Metcalf does enough just to claim that before it runs out of play. Sends it towards Kingdon. Flicked on by Twos, but picked up by Ashton Lee. Goes for the cross, but offside, says the linesman. Bit of coming together afterwards, but referee quickly on it, just keeping everything civil. Quick handshake between the two, but clear the intent there from Stockport County, just make an impact immediately following the start of the second half. Sean, what do you think the focus will be from a City perspective in this second half here? 45 minutes of football to go.
Yes, a bit of a weird one. I don't know what Darren Presworth said at half time, but there was a lot of things. I think the balls over the top have been a really, really key feature, and some of the interplay, especially out wide, has been good, but maybe just a bit in those wide areas when defending, need to be a little switched on more. I think the Stockport fullbacks had some really good plays, some really good intuition between them. So maybe that, but you know, winning at half time always a positive. And Cody Two's on for a rare hat trick as well. When 2 outside the box already. If he gets a 3rd outside the box, then fair play. That is one heck of a night.
Good challenge there. By Trey George, really had to get that one right, didn't he?
Yeah, that is brave, to say the least. One slight wrong move, and it is a penalty. But fair play to Trey George. Got to take risks, and that was a risk worth taking.
There's a player with strength in his convictions, really, making that challenge as he did. Second nature for Trey. Now Louis Giles with the throw in. It's for Luke Pearce. He's manhandled there a bit, but nothing given by the referee. And throwing now. Here's that replay again, Sean, of the challenge. Bit of a battle, and he really has just terrific, isn't it?
The fact he had to turn back as well. He's not on a good angle to make that tackle when he first starts. When Stockport player first gets past him, but fair play. That is really good defending work from Trey George, who was showcased all over the pitch tonight what he can do from both an attacking and defensive perspective.
Now Jack Kingdon just sweeping the ball up there. Quick passing around the back by the Bluebirds, and Kingdon is happy to take the ball on himself, mind. Finds Matty Apto, sends it across the field towards Noah Williams. Picked up again by the Bluebirds, had gone a little loose, but it's a good effort from Twos there, looking for George. He's cut out well enough in the end. Now Dennis way out of his area, plays it to Noah Williams, just Got 2 green shirts around him, but does find safety with Gabriel Keita. Now back to Dennis once again. And Kingdon just in that bit of space on this near side. Great ball forwards towards Toos, but it's cut out in the end, and Kingdon gets it back safely now. Just an assured presence at the back, isn't he, Jack Kingdon?
Yeah, and I tell you what, I think you can tell from the first team experience he's had, just taking those learnings from playing with older players under that manager and take it back to the under-21, see what you can do.
Alec Pearce plays it back to Giles. Good work by George in the build-up there, who did get an advantage from the referee, having his shirt pulled. Would have almost certainly been a yellow card. I wouldn't be surprised to see it after this moment of play ends, to be honest. Cross comes in, but George not quite able to link on to it. And throw in for Cardiff City. Just Louis Giles there.
Just a talking to the Stockport player after that. Well, he did point at him, the referee. I thought, is he going to get the yellow out? But no, not to on this occasion, but I think that would be a last warning. So just knocking it around the back here. John Kingdon and Keita. Into Toos. No, under hit pass. Stockport countering. Keita and Kingdon get back. Cena. Saved by Jake Dennis, but that's just slightly under hit ball. Made that move happen, but I say he get back well. And Dennis makes a really important stop.
Good work there by City defensively in the end just to recover. Now Luke Pearce again running towards that area. Bit of a battle, but he's won it back. Now there's the finish from Matty Apter on the left foot. Really well worked by the Bluebirds, who've now doubled their lead. And based on the start of the second half, I think it is deserved.
It's a ball through into Pearce. Really good strength from Luke Pearce there. Was off a little deflection on the ball in, but gives Apter a really nice amount of time to set himself. Some real good composure and a really powerful strike into the back of the net. It's 4-2 to City.
Yeah, great work there. Luke Pearce, I think, deserves plaudits for setting that one up as he did, just winning the battle without committing a foul, no question of it really. Stockport County go again. They go back to Metcalf, and his on ball is chased down by Pearce, who gets a touch on it. Looked like a judo throw to me there in the middle of the park, but nothing, says the referee. Cody Two's committing the foul, and a bit of afters there, and Pearce also not happy.
How that started, to be honest, but
I think it's just a bit of dissatisfaction with one call not going City's way, to be honest. And another foul immediately following, of course.
Good work Miyakura defensively to get that. Draws the foul. Almost elected to take it quickly, but leaves it to Keita. A couple of options here for City, you'd imagine. Since that's played short to Kingdon. Assessing his option 2 is Kingdon. Quick ball moving. It's that ball over the top again. Oh, Pearce. Almost gets a really good run, but the substitute nods that clear. Kingdon skips away. Tries to run the ball. One pass from Pearce almost into the pass. Trey George there. So Stockport will come forward now. Stockport arriving on the wing, chooses to go himself. And Dennis makes a really good rush out of his net there. And he's fouled in the process actually. Astor's there. Went through on goal to try and nick the ball, but instead Jake Dennis holds it, and might be a foul, might be a bit of treatment now. It's a City ball anyway. We start with Dennis from the back. Oh, it's a goal kick situation rather than a free kick. It's a long Pierce can't quite get there. Tries to Stockport to build from the back. Right here into Jake Lewis. Actually, George putting away at the feet of the defender there, and it's one back by Cody Twos. George, Apter. Oh, and Pierce is almost off again there. But now another chance for Stockport to come forward. Real end-to-end feel to this game. Oh, and that is a bad tackle. That is a bad tackle, and I'm not. And tension just spoiling over.
I think it's one that the referee really doesn't need to take control of. It's been discipline issues here throughout this second half, and a few hints of it in the first.
It's a poor tackle from Jacob Marr on Cody Twos. Interesting to see what the referee does, but yeah, you see it straight away. Got a reaction from everyone. It's not a tackle you'd like to see. See what the referee ends up doing here. Both captains over as well. There's both number 8s. And it's a yellow card apiece. Which is a bit disappointing, I guess, with the tackle made, but yeah, you can't react like that, unfortunately. So it will be a Cardiff City free kick once this all restarts eventually.
Take us to the replay there.
See the tackle here. One back, Coates goes for it, and then
There's absolutely no control in sliding like that, is it, with both feet up?
no. But Jake Marr booked for the tackle and Twos for what happened afterwards.
He's on a hat-trick, and I'd quite like to watch him get one.
Yes, from the halfway line, why not? He's on form. Restart with Kingdon there on the halfway line. Apter picks up a nice pocket of space there between the forward line. Williams. Nakua. Stockport give it away cheaply. City can recycle. Now Giles out wide. Pierce offered himself and chooses to go back inside to George. Now with Apter. Dinks a ball forward into the path of Parrott. Assistant does not raise his flag. And it's 5-2. And you have to think that was a really well worked goal there from City.
Exactly that. I think that City really have just stunned the visitors in this second half, haven't they? Giles here, it's a nice back-heeled pass by the looks of it. Apter over the top. Parrott has somehow beaten the offside trap, but he's done a great job finishing that one as well, bringing it down off his chest initially as well. Textbook from him. Now tries on a hat-trick as well.
Really good first quarter of an hour for City after half-time. Go in with that lead, but then to build on it quite soon after. Now with a 3-goal cushion. Bit of confidence and some relief as well in the City ranks.
Certainly is. Foul given away there, unfortunately, by Noah Williams, but free kick goes down the far side. Cross looks to come in, but Tanatswa Nyakua, great defensive contribution there from Tan. Cuts out that cross nicely. Direct bit of play, but the touch is messed up, and Troy Parrott gets it away towards Luke Pierce. Now Pierce, bit of space, looking for Louis Giles. who has beaten the offside trap. Really nice run from Giles. Left-footed cross comes in. Petro George waiting for it, but it's cut out well, and now Giles goes again with the throw-in. Big Pierce unfortunately not able to make the contact. Bit of tricky work there in the middle of the park, but Ibrahim Keita makes a really good challenge there, just winning the ball somewhat unexpectedly.
City look really assured now. You can tell there's a lot more confidence in their play, willingness to try things, picking up some really nice spaces. Stockport look a little shell-shocked perhaps after conceding 2 so quickly after half-time. City just need to keep those standards up, keep that confidence up, and they should, come full-time, have a nice win under their belts.
Exactly that, and I think that's what the players and Darren Pearce will be talking about with the playing in the Premier League Cup. It lets you play against different sides, you know. Teams like Stockport County, you aren't going to play necessarily in the PDL.
No, but it's all about coming up against different styles, different kinds of players, different approaches. That is what the PDL Cup gives all these teams across the board, and this has been a really good test for City, because Stockport, especially in that first half, asked plenty of questions, but City seem to have found the answers in this second half.
Yeah, it seems that way, and now substitute made for Stockport County. We've got Ashton Mee, who just committed that foul there, a little bit cynically, coming off for Stephen Maylett, number 14. At the same time, it looks as though City will be making 2 changes, with Jake Davis and Dan Ola coming on. That's Luke Pearce coming off. Along with Cody Twos. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see Cody get a hat-trick today.
Well, a really good performance, and in a slightly different role, more advanced role than we normally see him, but great to see him get forward, get those 2 goals, 2 really well-taken goals as well.
And I think about, with Cody, his performances are more than just the goals he can score, aren't they? Just contributing off the ball so much as well, whether defensively or when City are in possession.
So he has a real relentlessness in the middle of the park, chase down all those loose balls, get those tackles in, really wanting to be that protector in the front of the back 4.
Now the referee's been really quite diligent, I think, with the fouls in the last couple of moments since that flare-up and that foul on Cody. Not letting anything slide, and I think that's perhaps a deliberate decision.
Absolutely. As a former referee myself, what I don't want to do is lose control of the situation. I think the referee has realised, right, let's need to calm things down a bit, get back control, and if that's blown for every little foul, so be it. But yeah, it is wise for the referee on both sides to do that.
There we go, having it go the other way. Bit of a battle on the halfway line there.
Yeah, Noah Williams came in, makes that tackle, a lot of power. I'm hoping it's nothing too serious, but yeah, I see a substitute readying himself straight away. I think it's going to be Jack Thomas coming on, but there's a ball there to be won, and
Just been caught afterwards, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's made the contact.
It's the foot of Joe Astos, and maybe a little high, and maybe just caught him on the follow through. Definitely not intentional from Joe Astos there at all.
No, certainly not.
But hoping it's not too bad. A knock for Noah Williams. He is able to get her. Physios haven't need to come on either. Yes, needs to hopefully he can run that off. But yeah, definitely a nasty one to take.
Yeah, I think he may be substituted here. Yeah, that's confirmed it. Seems to be in a little bit of discomfort still, doesn't he, Noah? But Jack Thomas is introduced in his stead. Another very capable defensive player, Jack. A lot of tenacity about him as well, if you've watched him playing at 21s or 18s level.
Yeah, and I think with Noah Williams, it's not worth risking. Don't want to aggravate it, and I'll tell you what, Jack Thomas is an excellent substitution to bring on. Knows how to play a game, and taking up that was a late tackle there on Troy Parrott.
I think in a fixture with a bit of bite to it as well, Jack Thomas is certainly a good choice.
Absolutely. Won't be shying away from anything that's thrown his way, that's for sure.
Here's Jack on the ball now. His first involvement going forward. To Natswa. He runs himself into a little bit of trouble, but does lay off the ball nicely. Now Parrott with the back flick. Back and forth, and he strikes it well. It's really well worked. Metcalf is equal to it. Collects it. Catches it rather directly. That was an effort to go long, but Jake Dennis just stood wisely there at the edge of his own area, just letting it come into bounds and collecting. Now City go again. Louis Giles has got Trey George ahead of him, and Parrott tries to lay it back, but tackled in doing so. Comes near side now. Jake Lewis. Back to Lewis again, as he cuts inside. City with the ball though, however, dispossessed. Dan Ola does really well, uses that strength to find Tanatsu Nyoku, who's now breaking towards the area, takes a shot on. It's gone through the legs of Metcalf and has eventually cleared away. Perhaps not got the placement he'd like there, Tanatsu, but he certainly got the power.
It's brilliant from Dan Ola to start it all off. Really good strength to play that ball straight into the path of Nyoku, but just, yeah, almost got lucky, but not quite.
And Metcalf really having to be tested a few times in just a few seconds there. Yeah, Ola's ball towards Tanatsu was great, and I think he made the right choice having the shot. Now Jack Thomas just cuts in. This was MATCHDAY. Jake Davis on his left side goes towards Parrott. He's linked up nicely and tries to get onto the edge of this ball over the top now. Does so. Good work from Jake. And Troy, of course. Troy's there again with the option. MATCHDAY. Safety with Jack Kingdon now. Jake Dennis. Back to Kingdon. Captain takes a look up. Sends ball towards the halfway line. It's laid off by Parrott towards after. Tries going over the top, but it's not quite made the connection he'd liked, and a foul committed by Troy Parrott there in the recovery. Some good game management required now from the Bluebirds, having established the lead so well early on in the second half.
Yeah, probably look at what Stockport did in the early stages of the first half, just keeping shape, managing the game, making little fouls here and there if required. If City can do that, then should be holding on for the win.
Foul committed by Stockport County there. Gabriel Keita in no immediate rush to take this one, it seems. That's his teammates reposition. That's straight over towards Louis Giles. A nice looping pass, but Giles is dispossessed rather. And Kingdon just in a bit of a foot race and marshals that out well. Again, a short at the back with two centre backs for Cardiff City.
Good work from Kingdon, just good sense of knowing where you are on the pitch. See if you can shield it out, and he did it brilliantly.
Good idea there from Dan Ola, of course, just to try and turn the ball around himself and hold it up. But he does a good enough job there, just defensively as well. Now another substitution. Tanatswa Nuikua coming off for Manny Barton. Good performance tonight from Tanatswa. I feel like he's contributed well in setting up a couple of the goals. The first one in particular for Cardiff City, did a really good job. Just put his head down, didn't he, and beat a few men. Played it in for Cody Twos, and obviously it's a terrific finish by Twos, but he never would have had it without the ball being put there for him in that bit of space.
Absolutely, he's been busy on that right side all night. Probably deserved a goal for all the work he's done, and almost got it before he went off, but no, brilliant performance from Tan.
Now the rain's starting to pour a bit again here in Leckwith. Jack Thomas has recovered well, and Troy Perrott has too, and just made the direct tackle. Put the ball up the line as well. I just had to look at my paper because Jake Davis has gone to the other side of the pitch now.
Yeah, a lot of changing around. We've got Jack Thomas in at right back, normally left back, but could play that right back role really well. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Manny Barton and Jake Davis swap sides throughout the rest of the second half.
And again, that's the kind of versatility that we like to see with this under-21 side. It's been something that's been constant throughout the last couple of years, really, of watching them play. Now City just win the foul again. Louis Giles gets it from Kingdon to Barton. Barton back to safety with the skipper. Giles seems to have beaten the offside trap. He has. Now Barton is in towards Perrott, who is on a hat-trick here, decides to cross rather than strike. And another terrific, well-worked goal, isn't it, by Cardiff City. Just such brilliant passing around, and of course the finish is sublime as well by Trey George.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Trey George probably deserved a goal for all the running he's done tonight, but really unselfish play by Troy Perrott. Almost allowed to skip up the byline. Good ball in from Manny Barton, good touch here. So skips in, drags it back, and just really good side-footed finish by Trey George.
Still a good amount of work to do by George to place that correctly, though. He's not taking a touch, is he? He's hitting it more or less on a half volley. Does set it up nicely for him in the end, but good placement's needed. Now while Max Metcalf is being treated for an injury. Let's have a replay of that goal again here. Ball went over the top to Louis Giles. He beat the offside trap nicely. Nice direct ball from Manny Barton. Troy Parrott's work there is terrific, isn't it?
And it's a goal that's worked all the way from defence to attack within 15 or so seconds. Just really good movement all around the pitch. Good link-up play, good assist, good strength, good finish. There's a lot of good things in that goal.
It's been a terrific second half performance, isn't it, from Cardiff City as well. 3 goals unanswered so far. Fingers crossed it does remain that way. Bit of a game of 2 halves, really, isn't it? Then so far.
I don't think Stockport have been that poor either. I think this is just City team who have really clicked, found that groove. And we talked about in the first half, finding that final ball, making that good final decision. And in the second half, they have found a lot of them. And the result of it is 6 well-deserved goals. They get more than 6. Dan Ola sets off. Metcalf can get there to gather.
Foul given there, unfortunately, but deservedly. City again pressing here as if they do want that 7th. Well, it's past the blue shirts, but on these fouls, Louis Giles is now driving forwards, finds Manny Barton in a bit of space, cuts in, shot is deflected and out for a corner kick. Barton there just showing that early intention from himself.
Oh, he's given a goal kick.
I'm a little surprised by that. I'm almost certain that took a deflection, but
see what Manny Barton wants to do, and he's done it so many times. Wow, I'm still none the wiser.
Just the way it went, looked as though it made some contact, but perhaps not.
There's 2 Stockport boots coming in at the same time, so never mind. We'll have to just settle for 6-2 for the moment.
A few more substitutions now. So it's Samuel Lennon and Jacob Ray being introduced. First substitute off is Desire O'Colligan. And second is Saul Gardner. Centre-back Desire, of course, being really noteworthy throughout that first half for being a handful and battling well, I think, with Luke Pearce. A real physical battle between the two of them.
If anything, he's unlucky at 6-2 because you just look at Stockport's defence and say they've fallen apart, but Corrigan has done really, really well. Really enjoyed the battle, like you said, with Luke Pearce. And yeah, really good performance from him. And he'll be disappointed to be part of the defence that's conceded 6, and it could be more.
It's a terrific ball again by Perrott towards Barton there. Crosses in left-footed, calls for a handball. Denied by the referee, but Barton goes again trying to chase down now. Press is good and Perrott looks as though he might have won onto it, but he's then brought down and Barton surely fouled there. No, says the referee.
It's all getting a little bit mild, but yeah, Stockport defender certainly made a movement towards the ball with a part of either his shoulder and his arm, and the referee hits his shoulder, but probably in a better view than us, that's for sure.
Now's again City, I think, looking to come on thick and fast here with their attacks. They've found the weakness, haven't they? And they're looking to exploit it, I think.
Absolutely no letting up from this forward line. A new forward line as well, but they're picking up exactly where the other forward line left off, and you've still got Troy Perrott in there, just lurking in and around as that sort of shadow striker role. And yeah, I think he might want his hat-trick.
Kingdom there just battling, not able to win the header, but does just enough. That Apter is now in the book for that foul.
I mean, we talk about game management, and that is certainly one way to manage a game. Don't want a yellow card, but I think if you're going to get one, might as well be one like that.
No, it's certainly part of the game, isn't it? And I think knowing when it's necessary at this level is important for the development of the players. And somebody like Matthew Apter, who shown that kind of experience since he's joined the club, really.
He's been a really good addition in this midfield. I think him and Cody Tooze have a really good understanding between each other. And then to have someone like Trey George, sort of the top end of that triangle in midfield, it's just a really good understanding between all three of them. And they've all contributed really well to what will hopefully be a win. You never know what could happen, but I want to say we probably will win.
I'd like to think so, certainly from up here. Now Giles back to Kingdon. Giles again, now in space, however. Always looking for that ball forward. Louis, as soon as he turns on the ball and looks up the field. And Kingdon just stepping into that header nicely. Ola's rushing through to press. That's advantage played. But Stockport County get to go again. They're on the halfway line now, and Jack Thomas is chasing through on the press.
Not giving Stockport a moment to breathe at all, especially even in these late stages.
Unlucky there from Apter, I think. Just overran the ball.
Hit the turf in frustration as well. He knew he was almost there to either go himself or set up a teammate. He jogged back to his position in the midfield.
Stockport, of course, when they do have the ball, they are looking for that next goal. City, I think they've just smothered them quite well so far, in this second half in particular.
Yeah, I feel like you have to give Stockport a bit of credit for not just sitting back at all this game. They have really tried to go for it, which we do like to see in teams. Unfortunately for them, City have really just found and kicked into that extra gear in this second half and have punished them. This is a free kick here, ticking really quickly by Kingdon into the path of Manny Barton. Looking to come inside. He does. Manny Barton has a shot blocked. Louis Giles will follow it. They'll chip in there. Cleared.
Apter now. Out to Giles on this near side. Looking for Apter again. Finds him. Pokes it towards Troy Perrott. Will he have a shot here? No, he goes for Manny Barton instead. Manny now just on the edge of the area, out wide. Puts it onto his left foot perhaps. No. Beats his man. Bit of a deflection and it's cleared, but not that far. Only to Gabriel Keita. Manages to recycle again. Jack Thomas now. Louis Giles in that more central position, which you hadn't really seen him in before. Keita once again. Right place, right time. Up he comes. Right-footed cross towards Manny Barton. Just not quite got the connection he liked.
Brilliant work from Gabriel Keita there. Not only to win the ball, come forward, but a really good ball into the box. And Manny Barton probably will be a little disappointed he's not scored there.
It's a good one to rewatch, certainly. It's just taking a little bounce, and I think Manny perhaps expecting a bit more legs on the cross.
I think the defender's done just about enough to put him off as well, the one in front of him, but really good opportunity. But again, another really good City move.
Now it's Metcalf. So it's a goal kick. Gabriel Keita wins the header. Giles has, I think he's been increasingly involved as this fixture's gone on, to be honest. Popping up in all sorts of positions. Troy Parrott in the middle of the park. Back to Cater. Now Trey George. Over to Jack Thomas. Looks to play it forwards, but it's gone out for a throw-in, unfortunately. Now the throwing comes in towards the halfway line. City win it back quickly, however. After again. And so effective in that midfield role. Certainly a yellow card there for the substitute. And Stephen Naylor, completely unnecessary.
We've seen us trying to pick Apter up off the ground. I think it's just pure frustration settling in from Stockport.
Matty Apter, I think moments earlier, had dispossessed Naylor, so as you're saying, Sean, a bit of frustration perhaps, but yeah, entirely unnecessary, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. It's just tired legs. Losing it by a deficit Stockport are, yeah, it's just one of those ones. City again, like they have done a lot between Cater and Kingdom, looking for that gap. As Jack Thomas continues down the line, gets inside. Louis Giles is in a lot of space. Can Jack Thomas find him? Yes, he can.
Lucky there from Louis. The right idea, I think. Dummy there by Louis again. Jack Kingdon just finding Manny Barton somehow there with that direct ball forwards. Now there's a foot race. Manny Barton trying to get in, but shut out quite nicely by two green shirts in the end.
Very close. He's been really good since coming on, Manny Barton. Probably could have had 2 or 3 goals by now, but just unlucky with a couple of the finishes.
And Kingdon again. It's an unfortunate touch, isn't it? By Trey, but he's looking to win it back alongside Louis Giles here. Gilo doing arguably the right thing. Certainly think it's worthy of a yellow card, but part of the game management.
Yeah.
Word of the night, game management.
It's one of those where you can't really put up a defence for that. It's one of those you got to laugh. But as fans, as people who work in the game, we all know why he's done it, and we can all understand it. But yeah, Trey George just really unlucky. I think it's just a slippy pitch. Just couldn't quite get underneath him, but did come back well. Tried to get back the ball, but he had a bit of help from Louis Giles there, and a free kick from wide for Stockport.
That's across, it would be an in-swinger on that left foot from the near side. It is indeed, but Louis Giles heads it away. Threat still remains though from the visitors, but Joe Hillary just miscues, I think, the touch. Louis again on the throw-in. Guess he's taken about 20 odd throw-ins tonight, Louis. Clear foul there. being, I think, now just for City to hold on to this lead as it is, 4 goals up.
Yeah, it's been a good night's work for Darren Purse's side. To see out, it'll be a really good win. 6-2, and it's a deserved 6-2 as well. Stockport have posed plenty of problems, especially in those first 45, but in that second half, it's been all Bluebirds.
Fairly faultless performance, really, in the second half in particular, isn't it? 3 minutes added on. With the corner kick to come in, and Jack Thomas off to take it, it looks like, but no, perhaps not. Louis Giles there supporting. Jack goes to Louis. Louis back to Giles. Left-footed cross comes in. Ola's up for it, but it's gone over his head. Bit of a battle inside the area. Gabriel Keita working hard and winning in the throw-in. Perhaps against the odds, but the centre-back has just shown tonight how effective he can be at the other end of the pitch as well as defensively.
Absolutely, he's been superb tonight. Defensively, you know what you're going to get from Keita, and that partnership with Kingdom's come on leaps and bounds. But yeah, going forward, some really good composure to either play in a pass, keep the ball well to play in others. Look at that trick from Barney Barton to Louis Giles.
Absolutely deserved for Manny Barton there, simply for the pass, let alone the performance he's put in since coming on.
That's an absolutely superb goal.
So well worked, and Dan Ola did really well there, I think, just to get that ball back to safety with Apter, and that flick is terrific, isn't it? Stopped us in our tracks in the commentary booth. Shots looked like it's rising and maybe even going off, but strikes the post in just the right way. That's another goal for the tally, and one for Manny, who, as we've said, has been really effective since coming on.
Absolutely, and I think, like we said, he probably disappointed he's not scored before then, but a very, very well-deserved goal for him. And it's 7, brackets 7.
Had some terrific goals as well tonight, haven't we?
Absolutely.
One for the highlight reel.
Plenty to like from this performance. Wow.
Just perhaps that last touch maybe a little heavier than he'd like, but he just had to get the pace on, didn't he?
But again, we all know what Manny Barton could do, and there's another time, the speed to get in behind here.
Yeah, just rises a bit too much. But again, Ola is so good with the hold-up play.
Yeah, we talk about Luke Pearson, what he offers. Dan Ola offers something completely different, but again, it suits what this team needs, especially in games, in tight games. He can hold the ball, play in others, has that sense of awareness around him. And that is that.
Terrific second half performance there from Cardiff City, obviously leading going into the interval, but one that I'm personally looking forward to watching back, simply for the goals that we've scored tonight. Really comprehensive second half performance, wasn't it?
Absolutely, and said in that first half you would have to go ahead, but some things maybe needed tidying up, but fair play, they tidied them up and more in that second half. A really solid performance, a really good win. 7-2 all round. Not much complaints from anyone after that.
Now for those of you who've tuned in tonight and are coming along to watch more League One action at CCS tomorrow, remember it's an early kick-off, 12:30 against Huddersfield Town. Cardiff City, of course, back next Friday night at under 21s level for another fixture.